Hi students, in earlier section we have discussed about linear pair and angles. Now we are going to study parallel lines and a transversal line. That is, a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal line. That is, this is the first line, I am naming it as M, and I have one more line, that is second line, and I am named as N. There is a third line which is going to intersect these two lines. Third line we have taken it as L. The line L intersects the line M and the line N at different points. This is another point, this is another point. So this line L is called as transversal line. Line L is called as transversal line. Now, when we draw it like that, this is two lines and this is called as transversal line. Now we will have totally 8 angles in this. Is it or not? That is, I am going to take this angle as 1, and this one as 2, and this one as 3, and this one as 4. Similarly, with this line also, we have many angles. 5, 6, 7, and this one is 8th one. Here totally we have 8 angles. Out of this 8 angles, these 4 angles are present between the line M and N, which is present inside the M and N. So we call these 4 angles as interior angles. And we have few angles which is present outside this one, outside these 2 angles. That is, angle 1, 2, 7 and 8 are present outside this lines M and N. So those angles are called as exterior angles. I will give you the clear picture and the points. This is the picture I was explaining it. Now this angle 1, 2, 7 and 8 are called as exterior angles which are present out of this M and N. And what are the interior angles? I said angle 3, 4, 5 and 6 are called as interior angles. Is it clear? Now let us move to the next angle, that is corresponding angles. How to find corresponding angles? I am saying this angle 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. Similarly 2 and 6. 4 and 8, 3 and 7. How to identify the corresponding angles is, let us take like this. Where is angle 1? Angle 1 is present at the left side of the transversal. Is it or not? This is called, L is called as transversal. This is the transversal line, which is, angle 1 is present on the left side of transversal and above the line M. So angle 1 is present to the left of transversal and above M. Can you say the same thing for the second one? Same sentence for second one. I can use the same thing here. That is, angle 5 is also present to the left side of transversal. Here angle 1 is also present to the left side of transversal. Angle 5 is also present to the left side of transversal. And when I say it with the second line, this angle 1 is above this M. Here 5 is also above the second line N. This is how we find the corresponding angle. Now when we see for 2, second one, that is angle 2, this angle 2 is present to the right side of transversal and above the line. See, use the same sentence. Right side of this transversal and it should be above the line, above the second line N. So angle 2 and 6 are called as corresponding angles. Similarly 3 and 7 and 4 and 8. This is called corresponding angles. Now let us move to the next one, that is alternate interior angles. How to find alternate is, one angle will be the left side of transversal and the other one should be on the right side of the transversal. That is called as alternate angles. See, In angle 4, where is the angle 4? Angle 4 is present to the left side of transversal, whereas angle 6 is present on the right side of the transversal, and it should not be the adjacent angles. So it should be angle 6. Angle 4 is on left side of transversal and angle 6 is on the right side of transversal. It should be on either side. One will be on the top and the other one will be at the bottom. Similarly, angle 3. Where is angle 3? Angle 3 is right side of transversal and angle 5 is to the left side of transversal. So those two are called as alternate angles. One angle should be on the left side of transversal and the other angle should be on the right side of transversal. And it should not be adjacent angles. Since we are using the interior angles, we say this one as alternate interior angles. Similarly, like this, we have alternate exterior angles. What will be that? That should be an exterior angle. Now let us take one. One is exterior angle. So which will be the next alternate exterior angle? Now I have taken to the left side of the transversal. Now we have to see the right side of the transversal. Is it or not? Exterior angle. So this is the right side of this exterior angle. That is angle 7. So angle 1 and 7 are called as alternate exterior angles. Similarly, 2 and 8. Is it clear? Now let us move to the next one. That is interior angles on the same side of transversal. Interior angles on the same side of transversal. So these two angles are on the same side of the transversal. That is angle 4 and 5 are on the same side of the transversal line and it's an interior angle. Next pair is 3 and 6. 3 and 6 are the angles which lies inside the angles and interior angles and it lies on the same side. Then these two angles are also called as co-interior angles. That is interior angles on the same side of transversal are also called as co-interior angles, allied angles or angles. We have three types of names for this. Now let us move to axioms. Axiom 6.3. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, now it's given that it's parallel lines. That is, in the earlier section I said that the two lines M and N that were not parallel. Here these two lines are parallel. When a transversal line intersects these parallel lines, then their corresponding angles will be equal. This is what we have taken it as 1 in the previous diagram. And this one we have taken it as 5. So this angle 1 and angle 5 will be equal only if the two lines M and N are parallel. That's what this axiom says. If this transversal line intersects two parallel lines, then their corresponding angles are equal. When the corresponding angles will be equal? Only if the lines are parallel. If it is not parallel, then we can't say that the corresponding angles are equal. Similarly, we will have 4 angles. We can say this one in vice versa. If corresponding angles are equal, then these two lines M and N are parallel. That's what the axiom 6.4 says. If a transversal line intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Now let us move to the next one. Theorem 6.2. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each of alternate interior angles is equal. That is, if these two lines are parallel, then we will have one alternate angle. This alternate interior angles are equal. What are the alternate interior angles? If I take this as the interior, one of the alternate angles, this angle will be equal to this side. Is it or not? I have taken to the left side on the top and right side on the bottom like this. It will be on either way. So this angle 6 and angle 7 are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Just like this, we have vice versa. If this alternate interior angles are equal, then we can say that M and N are parallel lines. That's what the theorem 6.3 says. If a transversal line intersects two lines such that a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. If the alternate angles are equal, interior angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Let us move to the next one. Theorem 6.4. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. That is, we have the parallel lines, and this is the line L, that is called as transversal line to M and N. Now, the interior angles on same side of transversal, that is co-interior angles. Suppose if this one is A and this one is B, I am taking the angles on the same side of transversal. Sum of these two angles will be 180. That is, angle A plus B will be equal to 180 degree. That's what the statement says. It will be always supplementary. This will happen only if these two lines are parallel. These two lines are not parallel, then A plus B will not be equal to 180 degree. The next one is theorem 6.5. If a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. It's vice versa of theorem 6.4. That is, it's converse. If lines are parallel, we said that sum of interior angles is 180 degree. Here it's given that if sum of the interior angles on same side of transversal is 180 degree, then the lines are parallel. It's the converse part of 6.4. Next one, lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. That is, this line L is parallel to M. I am drawing two lines such a way that L is parallel to M. I am drawing one more line which is parallel to M. Now this line N is parallel to M. Is it or not? Then this L will be also parallel to N. First I have drawn L parallel to M. Then I have drawn another line N parallel to N. Now we can say that L is also parallel to N. This also will be parallel. That is, L is parallel to M, which is also parallel to N. This is what the theorem 6 says.